What's good with y'all? What up, Carlos? Thought I'd jump on here right quick and let's talk about some Patrick Surtain. Hey, ho, my dog KMT. What's up with you, baby? You know where I'm at. Ain't mention him no more, though. What's up, Sip? The Roof 34. What's up? Mercedes, BMW, Porsche. What's good with you? Adam Casanova. What up with you, baby? Carson Smith. What's good with you? Mikey. What's good with you? Get on in this building so I can jump in here and talk some stuff right quick. Yeah, I seen that. But we're gonna what up, Dallas Cowboy Homer? I feel like it's gonna be Surtain. Keep it real. I don't feel like it's gonna be Horn over Surtain. I think they like Surtain way too much over Horn. I think they like Horn. I think they like JC Horn. But I think they Surtain is like the cleanest, safest guy. But we'll see, like you said. Well, here's my quick thinking on this right quick. Just my thoughts. I'm sure everybody and their mama heard about Alabama's pro day today. We saw everybody had their eyes on, should have been looking at Christian Barmore as well. Um, but everybody was looking to see how Surtain ran today. His unofficial time was like 4.42. Some were saying like 4.44. I mean, keep it real. He's a 4.5 dude. If anything you hit over 4.4, 4.5, you know, I mean 4.46, I mean it's going up. So I don't think his time changed anything to me. I think he's like a 4.5 guy like Diggs is. I mean, um, Diggs didn't have that deep speed either. That was one of the things that I was worried about. You know, him letting people get past him and that speed was going to, you know, get exposed. But he played pretty well in the NFL with that speed, so I ain't tripping on Sertan having that. I think it was more so. I ain't really see Sertan getting killed deep a lot these past few years. I think it was more the suddenness, the quick. If he's dealing with those really quick receivers, because he came in at a full 6'2". Hey ho, my dog the ninja with the $5 holla. Yeah, because you keep sending food porn, but you gonna ante up on that food though, for sure. But I don't think it changed anything for me for Sertan. I thought that's kind of what he was going to run anyway. I mean, he's still 6'2". He measured in a 6'2", 208 pounds. He had really big hands. He got size 10-inch hands. Um, and you know you can't beat that. I mean, you can't beat that size 6'2", 208. I think Diggs came in at 6'1", 208. So you can't beat that with the Diggs with the size with Diggs and Sertan with both of those sizes. My quick thoughts about this though. Here's my thoughts. I had some people because I was high on Horn because I love his aggressiveness, but he is hella grabby, so I worry about that in the league. Farley, I liked his athletic ability all world, but I said he was injury prone in my video. Watch out for his injuries. He hadn't played the position a long time either because he came in on offense. Now we see he's got the back injury, red flags. So and plus, I don't know if he had the doggish mentality, even though he had that corner, even though he had that all-world athleticism. I don't know if he had the doggish attitude. That's what I worried about. And then just with Sertan, I just felt like, I mean, he checks all the boxes, but he's just to me, he's not supreme. Like he's not a supreme guy. Like he's a safe guy. I feel like he's a solid corner. Sertan to me is a very solid corner. But for me, this is my only problem with Sertan. Just like with Diggs, I liked Diggs last year. I was calling him in my mock draft a whole lot long before anybody was. I'm not gonna say anybody, but I was talking about him being. I wanted to draft him at corner. I wanted to draft Diggs at corner last year. I was on Diggs a long, long time ago. I was on Diggs, but I didn't want Diggs in the first round. You know what I'm saying? I love Trevin Diggs, but I did not want him as the first round pick. I love Trevin Diggs. If Dallas got him in the second round pick, and lo and behold, he fell to the second. That's why I loved him even more. Because guess who you got in the first round? You got a CD Lamb. You get what I'm saying? So that's how it happens. So I'm loving that we got Diggs. Shout out to my dog Floyd Perrier with the $7 holla. Picks later at 10. We'll see. That ain't bad. You can never go wrong with the trenches. But what I'm saying is this: people saying, "Oh, this person ain't gonna be here. This person ain't gonna be here. That person ain't gonna be here at 10." You don't know. Let's keep it real. Don't nobody know how their draft's gonna fall. Nobody thought CD Lamb was gonna fall at 17. You feel me? Nobody thought Diggs was gonna be in the second round. It don't happen like that. This draft is not a science. Like nobody has a absolute finger on who's gonna fall where, what player is gonna get picked here. You can say, "Oh, this player is definitely gonna be picked at number one," but you don't know that. I don't know that. Only team, damn, half the teams don't even know that. So we can't just get say, "Oh, this player is gonna be gone by 10," or "That player is gonna be gone by 10," or this. Nobody knows who's gonna be gone by 10. You're just hoping that maybe some of the players that you want will be available. So here's my thinking with Diggs. I mean, not Diggs. He's all in my head. Surtain. Here's my positive about it, and here's my negative spin on it. Okay. My positive spin on it is if you got a Surtain, I think he's a solid, steady corner. He checks out a lot of those boxes. He's going to be the type of guy that. Hold on. Sorry, I had to come back. We was closing. I left the damn door open. You feel me? We was closed up in this piece, and I left we got the automatic sliding glass door, the sliding doors open. So we were closing. I forgot to lock it. I thought I locked it. So I'm just sitting here chilling, doing the video, and then next thing I know, I see a car pull up, and I'm like, oh, what the, hold up, we closed, dog. I looked over there. He like, your door is open. I'm like, oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, we closed. You gonna have to go home, dog. He like, all right. So that was just a little technical difficulty right there. Yeah, let him know he's close. But real quick, like I said with Surtain, I like the ability. You feel me? I like the ability. I love the ability. But at 10, here's my thing. At 10, this is just me, y'all. This is just me. At 10, I don't want somebody who's steady, who's the safest pick. He's the cleanest guy. He's the safest pick. At 10, I need dog. I need animal. I don't want safe. Okay, at 10, you got to be difference maker. You got to be doggish at 10. You feel me? That's just me. And I just don't want somebody who's like steady and safe. I want somebody who's doggish and dominant. That's what I want. Can Surtain turn into that? We'll see. The good thing about it is that Diggs and Surtain played with each other, so they have an understanding with each other. That's the good thing. They played in college with each other. They've been around each other. Seems like they're pretty cool with each other. That goes a long way, especially when you're in DB room. You may know each other. You may know each other's thoughts. You guys can bounce off each other. You guys can see things. You guys can really hone into each other because you guys were there before you guys did it together. So I think that's huge. And they said Surtain is a big time studier on his playbooks. He studies. He's always in that film room. He studies. So those are great things. But as I said before, at 10, I just rather him in the second round. Just me personally. You draft him at 44. I love him at 44. 10, it is what it is. But I love him at 44. I love Surtain at 44. He ain't probably going to fall that far, but I would love him right there. At 10, I'm just skeptical. I'm going to just keep it real. Hey, Miss Charles, how you doing? That's my only worry. At 10, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see if they're going to do the Bama boys reunited again. But if they got a guy like everybody's been talking about, Pitt still may be available. You know, Slater could be available. Which route would they go? I'm gonna be honest with you. I find it really, really hard for the Cowboys like a Pitts. We've seen a Slater's before. We've seen offensive tackles like Slater before. We act like we ain't seen that. But a long time since you've seen a player like Pitts. Now, that doesn't mean he could bust or anything, but as far as he ran a 4.46, you got all the measurables, and as a tight end, you just don't see that from a tight end. So that's why when you see Slater at 10, you're like, we've seen that off offensive tackles. We've seen all world offensive tackles. You've seen them last year. You seen them. Diggs, I mean Surtain, you've seen cornerbacks like Surtain. But it's been a long time since you've seen a player like a Pitts at tight end. Because you can put him anywhere. So that's why I'm saying if Pitts is at 10, Surtain is at 10, and I want defense. I love defense. And as I said before, Pitts could sometimes you pump up those guys to be all world players and they totally ain't. So that could happen. It's not saying it can't. But if you're just looking from afar and you see Pitts and then you see Surtain there, I'm a defensive guy, but I'm not going to really pass on something like that because I can get another corner like a Surtain later on. There are other corners in this draft. May not be as solid and steady as Surtain, but there's other good corners in this draft. One or two of them you can scoop. I don't know how many tight ends are like that in the draft. And I don't know how many, if he turns out to be that type of player, you would kick yourself if you said, damn, we went and got Surtain. He nice. But like I said, I go back to Greg Hardy, Randy Moss. Greg Ellis had a great career. I thought he had a very solid, steady career in Dallas. Very solid, steady career in Dallas. But Randy Moss, you feel me? Like solid, steady career, Randy Moss. You feel me? This could be that with Pitts. So I'm not going to turn down maybe a possible all-world player for a defensive player for Surtain. I'm not going to do it because I feel like I can get some corners later. That's just me. So we'll kind of see how that folds and how it happens. But that's just kind of me, how I would do it. You know what I mean? Tyrone, I did not say Pitts was no goddamn Randy Moss. Did I say that? I said, understand what I just said. I said, you don't want to pass on possibly an all-world talent because you're going with somebody who is going to fit your need. That's what I was saying. Nowhere did you hear me say that he was Randy Moss. I said he could be an all-world talent, and you just don't want to get a steady, solid player like the Cowboys did with a Greg Ellis when you could potentially have an all-world talent in Pitts. That's what I was saying. Pitts is hella risky because you don't know. But everybody is. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how this draft goes. Everybody is a risk, for real. Everybody's a risk because ain't nobody guaranteed in this draft. You can scout these players till your face falls off. But you don't know what they're going to do in the league. Doesn't matter what you say, oh, he's going to be the next great. You don't know that. You taking a great guess by what you've seen in college and how it may dominate the competition. But once it gets in the league, you just don't know. You just don't know. You're taking a really good guess. So, but if you're looking at that talent, I don't think you pass on a talent like that because you know you can get other corners later on still. Yeah, Waddle. Now, Waddle, to me, Tyrone, and a lot of people have been saying this as well. I mean, that boy is fast. You feel me? What's up, Jessica? He's fast. You feel me? He's fast. And Cowboys ain't got nobody fast, ain't had nobody fast. Don't tell me about Amari Cooper, please. Okay? Amari is got good speed, but he ain't like no Waddle. Okay? They don't have what up, Dave Walker Vaughn? Dallas ain't had nobody up taking the top off since what, Rocket? Been a long Terry Glenn, but even then he wasn't super that guy. Joey Galloway. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I wouldn't be mad at Waddle. You already told y'all my thoughts if they go after a corner receiver right now. I ain't in no damn Walmart. I'm at my job. I'm at my job. Who the hell and if I was at Walmart, so if I was at Walmart, it's okay. I can chill at Walmart. So what? Shelby, you crazy. Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about Newsom. Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about him, but Greg Newsom, we'll see. But like I said, there are plenty. That's crazy. I don't know, man. You got to look at your settings. We'll see about that with the late night hype. We on pause right now with that. But if they got Waddle, I already told y'all what they better be looking at thinking. I'm not gonna talk about it though. Josh Normal. You know what it is. But that's just kind of my thoughts. I like Surtain, but I don't like him at 10. Just my opinion. I like Surtain. I just don't want him at 10. I love Surtain at 44, just like I love Diggs. I love Diggs so much more that he won that second round. Because you got CD. You know what I'm saying? So I would love Surtain at 44, but I don't think he lasts that long. I don't think it falls. I think the draft he'll get scooped up before that. So it's gonna be an interesting pick. Yeah, I think he's 4 or 5. Who's my pick at 10? That's tough. I really, honestly, I don't want a corner in that first pick. I don't want a corner at 10. I want a rather a corner in the second round. Honestly, I would be cool with, fast receivers, super fast Waddle. I'll be cool with Pitts. I'm flexible, y'all. I'm not, because this 10th pick is such a tricky pick, y'all. This ain't no easy pick because it falls so weird. It's 10th. It falls so weird because there's so many players going to be scrunched in there. Like I said, I wouldn't be tripping if you got a Slayer. It's not a sexy pick, but um, I'll be cool with Pitts. I'll be cool with Waddle. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't mind a doggish receiver because you got to keep flipping them. Possibly all world talent in Pitts, a stabilizer in Slater that can you can slide in multiple positions at guard or tackle. Um, so I'll if you want to be honest, I'm cool with going offense in that first round. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. Um, I really want to attack defense after that. If they went with Surtain, or I don't really want a J.C. Horn at 10. I don't want a Surtain at 10. I don't want a Farley at 10. Even if Farley was healthy, I don't want him at 10. I just feel like not at 10. Just not at 10. You know what I'm saying? Let's creep down a little bit later, but just not at 10. Just my opinion. So we'll see if the Bama boys get reunited. I'm cool with trading back. Uh, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't have all the trade back scenarios, so I can't really talk about all that right now. I have to really sit back and think about trade scenarios, trading back. But I'm definitely cool with that because there's a plethora of players. You don't have to reach in this draft. There's a plethora of players, whether it's defensive tackle, cornerbacks, offensive tackles, offensive linemen, receivers. I mean, there's players. There's a lot of them, and Dallas can get quite a bit. I think I got 10 or 11 picks, so it's not like they're going to be out of it. Um, yes, I'm cool with offense first. Like we Dallas don't got to reach for defense. You feel me? Look at last year. Dallas needed defense last year. You feel me? And they went and got offense, got the best player available. They was talking defense, 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 defense. Dallas needed defense last year, and what happened? CD Lamb. Ain't nobody mad about that offensive pick, are they? No. So I ain't gonna be mad if you got another offensive player. I'm not gonna be mad at that because you got enough picks in this draft to get solid defensive players throughout this draft. You can get very good defensive players throughout this draft. You get what I'm saying? So you don't have to jump out there and say, "Oh, we got to get a defensive player at 10." We got to, because if you do that, it'll cloud your judgment. You might miss on something. You don't have to jump out there and get a defensive player at 10. You don't got to do it. You can wait later on and get those defensive players. You can get that defensive tackle or two. You can get that linebacker. You can get a couple linebackers. You can get a couple corners. You can get a safety. You can do all those things. You can still get a tackle. You got enough picks to do it, and you're not the 17th pick. You're not the 19th pick. You're not the 21st pick. You're that 10th pick. And if you stay where you at, somebody's going to fall in your laps that's going to be a good player all the way through. So what the Cowboys really have to do, just like I said on my video earlier today when I did my Carlos Watkins video, they have solid free agent players that they signed, role players, rotational players, but they are going to have to hit in this draft. They put a lot of marbles in this draft. They put a lot of marbles in it last year, and it looked pretty, turned out pretty decent. Diggs and Gallimore, you could say we're excited about them. We need to see what Bradley and Nye and Reggie Robinson brings to the table. But for from afar, you feel pretty good about it. But they're going to have to really hit on this draft because the players they brought in are not world beaters. They're strong rotational players. They're rotational pieces. They're role players. They're going to have to continue to get dogs. And how are they getting these dogs? It's going to have to be through the draft. Okay? And the players that are already on the team are going to have to step up. Okay? So DeMarcus Lawrence, Randy Gregory, these guys in year two, Jalen Smith, LVE, all you guys, y'all got to step up because y'all are the base. You guys are the base of the defense. And if they don't play good, Dallas going to rely on rookies? No. These guys got to step the hell up and be these leaders on the team and be these leaders on the defense and make plays. Because you got a lot of rotational role players on the team that aren't difference makers. They're not going to be difference makers. You have to get difference makers around them. And if you're drafting, you better draft right. Because if you miss on any of these players on this draft, or you miss on 2 or 3 players in this draft, it's going to hurt you. It's going to set you back because the people that you got in free agency are not dogs. No disrespect. They're not the animals. They're not the animals out there. You know what I'm saying? You didn't pay for an animal. You pay you get what you pay for. So you pay for rotational backup type players. Those players play good when they got dogs around them. So you're going to have to make sure you draft some dogs, and the supposed dogs on this team got to step up. That's just my opinion on it. So we'll see. Got a video coming. I haven't did a breakdown on Patrick Surtain yet. I did J.C. Horn and I did Farley. So I'm going to do a Surtain video. I just got some good all 22. So I'm going to really delve into it tonight and tomorrow. And I'm going to drop a Surtain video. Just my thoughts on him. I haven't did him yet at all. But I'm definitely going to drop a video about him. I'm going to do a lot of studying tonight because I finally got the tape that I wanted. So I'm going to do a lot of studying and watching him tonight. And we'll get ready for another Coach J Film Day. Patrick Surtain coming up next. Since he's the guy that's being talked about, I'm going to get a video from him. Got a couple of videos going to come up of Neil. And we'll see what happens with this KZ Hooker thing. We'll see what happens with that. And then tomorrow I got my dog BJ Nix jumping in on me. We're going to talk some just Cowboys football, whatever. Just talk some Cowboys football. My members, if you missed that show yesterday, get your asses in there on Monday. We had a great time. We kicked it. All truths up in there. Stripping you down up in there. We're just kicking it up in there. So make sure you, my members, get up in there. Make sure you get up in there next week, next Monday, because them shit's going to continue to be explosive. I'm trying to tell you. It's all real to real talk in them Monday meetings. You know, after Sunday, when the game is bad and you have the Monday meeting from your team, that's what the Monday meetings is going to be like up in our members. It's going to be might be a whole lot of cussing, might be a whole lot of shit, might be a whole lot of crazy stuff up in there. But, man, get yourself up in there, man. We had a good time in there. I had enjoyed myself thoroughly talking with all the members yesterday. I had a great time with you guys yesterday, so we're definitely going to continue to do that. And then let's just, the draft is ready to come up. I'm deciding right now if I'm going to go to the draft or we're going to get this thing popping with Sky and them. Just kind of seeing how that mix goes and, just keep on supporting and liking the page and all that good stuff, man. Go like the stream. What do you mean? What do you mean that you go like the stream? No, I don't. No, you can't like the member stream. Go like this stream though, definitely. And then we'll see what happens. Draft is always almost around the corner. It's today's the 23rd today, I think. So the draft is right around the corner. It's on the 29th. So we got about a little over a month, man. So yeah. Go like this stream. You be confusing me, dog. Don't be confusing me on this shit. But that's it. That's what I got to get home. Got to do my damn thing. And Wink, I love you, man. I love everybody. Love all y'all. Love all my members. Thank you for the donations. The Ninja Floor Perrier with the donations today. Let's keep on making this thing grow, and get ready for Burgers and Blitzes Saturday and Boss Cowboys. Like I said, me, Boss, and his man on his show. Uh, we had a good group meeting today, and we're going to look to take that final thoughts to another level. So just keep staying in tune. Got some good things coming up for Silver and Blue Nation Big Game James. I'll talk to you though. Get ready for them videos to drop. Check out my next Coach Shay Film Day. All right. Talk to y'all. Peace. I'm out. Yes, I'm gonna. And yes, before I get out of here, call line will be back in. I got the number. I was gonna use it yesterday. I was gonna have some of my members call it, but my call line is back. Uh, we'll just test it tomorrow. Me and BJ will be live, so if you want to call in, I'll put the call in line number up. If you want to call in, you can call in. It should be good. Everything should be good to go with my call in line number back again. So if you want to call in tomorrow, let's make it happen. I'm all good. Love to hear the voices. All right. But make sure you go out there and keep on supporting that Coach J Film Day. All right. All right. Can't wait to talk to y'all tomorrow, man. And let's have y'all make sure you have a good night. Hug your loved ones. Be safe out there. And let's do it again tomorrow, all right? Me and BJ Nix on Big Game James Silver and Blue Nation tomorrow. Check it out. You know how we do. Peace.